Hey, what's up? Dean, Sear Performance at the shop, sweating. And working on the Caprice. Kind of, again, got a lot done. So, started out with a few small little things like got a roll of 5/16, attached the steam port to the radiator, mounted the catch can, ran those two lines to the valve covers, and I did it in AN line, but then I heat shrink the end of it so it's not stabby. Excuse me. Mounted the transducer in the fuel line. That's all tight, good to go. Vacuum block is mounted on the back of the firewall. I just gotta change those fittings out real quick. Then seems like I did more. Oh, I cut the alternator, put that power wire on there. This is the AC wire, which I have to get like one of the female ends for these little like connectors. I mean, I could butt connect it together, but I'd rather have it like detachable. Starter's in and the cables are all hooked up. I made the positive battery cable. It's got a nice loop in it. Comes across the front of the motor. You can kind of see it behind at the bottom of the oil pan. It's just zip tied to the oil pan. Can't do any kind of clamps on it or nothing. Built the negative battery cable. I think I built it yesterday, but I got the bolt in it. No, I built it today. Ran them up behind the steering shaft across. P-clamp with one bolt. Negative is right here, so it'll go on the battery like this, and then the positive I ran behind the battery and around, and then it'll come up. Then I think that's kind of what I did out here. I think that's about what I did out here. Oh, I got a dash 8 loop for the front of the intake, front of the rails I mean. So those are in. I just got to do the feed and the return. Then I took all the electronics. So this car's got a Dakota digital. Oh, that was the other thing I did. If you notice, there's not a bunch of wires hanging out for tack coil, oil pressure, temp. None of that stuff is out here anymore. So I undid the fuse block inside. I undid that big pile of tape they had on it. Then pulled everything back through. And these are some of them that went out that are gonna stay. It's like high beam, low beam. I think this is, yeah, fuel gauge. I thought there was a dash power here. Oh, here it is. This red one is dash power. So all of these are here, but they don't go to the dash. Oh, here's the other ones. This is the coil, alternator, exciter, and choke power. So these all actually will come across. I'll probably have to extend them a little bit, but they're actually going to come across up here. Oh, this is the AC stuff that he cut short. Brilliant. Idiot. Which I made this panel, and then I nut serted quarter 20. That one's there somewhere. There it is. Quarter 20 nut certs up into it. But this houses the HDX control for the dash, the BIM module for the Holley to communicate with the dash, and then the Terminator X Max ECU is mounted and all plugged in. Then I ran the main battery and negative from the Terminator. The transmission's plugged into it too. It's all ran behind it. All the extra harness is stuff back there, which is just a massive pile of harness. I'll get to the main battery. These are all of the wires from the Holley. I gotta find the input output harness. I know it's somewhere. I know I left it out. Well, maybe not. Yeah, whatever, I'll find it. But I ran those, the main battery power, same. It goes above the steering column, goes through the firewall right there, which is the harness loop in this way. This one, and then this yellow, gray, and green are all fan wires. So this is fan power, which should be 12 volt switch power. Then these two are going to be the ground triggers from the Holly, so the output triggers. And I ran them up behind the inner fender, around the battery and up, and then I got the ends on the Holly, and here's the 3 wires for the fan. So I got to do 2 relays. I don't know where I'm going to do them yet, but I do have to yank the battery back out to finish up the headlight wiring and stuff. He keeps changing his mind with these side markers. Don't light them, put them in the bumper, don't put them in the bumper. So I think I'm gonna wire the headlights, and I'm gonna call it a day. I'll string wires down there, and he can deal with, you know, putting them to the little lights if he wants them. If he doesn't want them, I don't really care. Yeah, so pretty much, I mean, aside from plugging some stuff in on the column, plugging the main column wire in, wiring up the Holly stuff, running the fuel lines, and then I took the fuel pump and I made a little harness for it with one of those big jumbo plugs, wired it up to the pump, so that's ready to go. Then when the relay is in place, I'll run a really, really heavy gauge power back to this pump, because I'm pretty sure this pump is like 20 amps or something like that. This pump draws. I can't remember exactly what it draws, but I don't even know what it is. I know it's an Aeromotive. There's no part number or nothing on it, so I have no idea what it is. Just an Aeromotive. I mean, I could probably look it up, but whatever. What else? That's about it, really. But that's a lot. So it's not that late. It's a little bit early, but I got to run a bunch of errands. So yeah, I think by the middle of next week, somewhere around there, I got to get the car on the lift, check out the cross member. It looks like it's been butchered really bad, but I got to check that out, see if the other drive shaft I have hiding behind my whole pile of crap back there, if that drive shaft's long enough, then I could build a drive shaft for him. Yep, I think that's it. Yep. So car's almost there, almost done with my part anyways. I don't think I'm going to do the turbo kit and everything, but we'll see. But quick one, it's hot, and I got these huge LEDs that are not good, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, cool. Appreciate you watching. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, leave me a comment. Have a good day.